What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to Diablo 4. So there has just been the patch notes released that are going to be taking place next week, and these are some massive changes, some of which I'm hoping are going to be great for the Necromancer, so we're going to check this out. And I just went over the uber unique changes, and just to quickly glance at them, let's take a little look, because the uber uniques I think really needed a buff, and fortunately Tyrael's Might, that little aura, that little thing that it shoots out every single attack that you do, the damage of Divine Barrage has been increased by 100%. That's what they call it, apparently. So, yeah, quite an impact there. Indariel's Visage, Poison Nova now spawns on the enemy instead of the player. Poison Nova damage increased by 50%. And a couple other changes. I'll link these in the description below. But first off, let's check out the changes for the Necromancer. And I will be making videos on each one of these characters because I'm really curious to see, especially what the changes are for the Barbarian, the Necromancer, and the Sorcerer. Those are my three favorite classes so far in Diablo 4. I did play the Druid. Season 1, I think is what it was. So I'll be checking out the changes for those as well, but I will cover the Rogue as well, just because I know a lot of you guys like to play Rogue. But let me know what your thoughts are on these changes so far in the comments below if you guys have looked over them at all. I looked over them just briefly, but nonetheless, Necromancer. I haven't looked over the Necromancer stuff, so my favorite class, that's what I have right here, level 100. I have a lot of my gear masterworked, this, that, and the third. It's been a damn good time, been a spiritual journey. I've been running the Mage Necro. So, nonetheless, Book of the Dead. Skirmisher's Sacrifice upgrade. Critical Strike chance bonus increased from 5% to 10%. Oh my god, that's quite impactful, actually. I think they might be doing this to buff potentially a Bone Spear build. I know that there's been a lot of folks complaining about how the Bone Spear build lacks this season compared to what it was last season, and this will, of course, help that to an extent. Defender's Sacrifice upgrade. Resistance to all elements increased from 20% to 25%. So, yeah, it looks like they're leaning a bit more toward just making it a bit more viable, the non-Minion Necromancer builds. Because, of course, the Minion Necromancer is pretty much what this season is known for. It's just really godly and does all the work for you, basically. But I've been enjoying it. You can do a couple other things. Mine reaps and uses Blood Mist, so I thought that was fine. Reaper's Sacrifice upgrade. Shadow damage increased from 15% to 20%. Oh my god. Shadow Mage's Sacrifice upgrade. Maximum Essence increased from 15 to 20. Now also increases Essence generation by 20%. Again, that'll help with the Bone Spear build right there. Cold Mage's Sacrifice upgrade. Damage to vulnerable enemies increased from 15% to 20%. So some small changes here, but nonetheless, they're probably not trying to go too big right away. I don't want to make anything too OP, so it's not a bad move. We'll see if they have any big buffs with anything else, though. Bone Mage Sacrifice upgrade. Overpower damage increased from 25% to 30%. Bone Golem Sacrifice upgrade. Attack speed bonus increased from 10% to 15%. Blood Golem Sacrifice upgrade. This is the one that I use. Maximum life bonus increased from 10% to 15%. Hell yeah, because I use a mage build, and I actually excommunicated my Golem several weeks ago, and I haven't looked back since. I know that Golem is pretty damn powerful. It's probably the most powerful Necromancer build there is right now, but I just kind of wanted to take the path less traveled to an extent, and I love it how the mages just clear the screen in Helltides, in lower pits, Nightmare Dungeons, everything else, so I decided to go that route because I thought it was more fun. Iron Golem Sacrifice upgrade. Critical Strike damage bonus increased from 30% to 35%. Okay, so here's some bigger ones here. Paragon. Blood Baguettes. Blood Legendary Node. Maximum damage increased from 15% to 30%. Jeez. Blood Drinker Glyph. Fortify bonus increased from 7% to 10% of your maximum life. So that's a decent change as well, because you're working with a lot of life generally. Mine has like 45,000 life, I think. Desecration Glyph, without any buffs. Shadow damage bonus increased from 15% to 20%. Gravekeeper Glyph. Damage bonus increased from 2% to 3%, up to a maximum from 12% to 18% for every close corpse. Oh my god. Gee whiz. That's a pretty nice upgrade there as well. Legendary aspects. Sacrificial aspect. Sacrifice bonus increased from 10 to 25% to 35 to 50%. Yeah, so they're definitely going big with sacrificing your minions and making another build viable with that. Shielding Storm aspect. Previous, each time that Bone Storm damages an enemy, gain a barrier equal to 1 to 6% of your base life for 10 seconds. And now, it's each time that Bone Storm damages an enemy, gain a barrier equal to 1% to 6% of your maximum life for 10 seconds. Each time that Bone Storm damages an enemy, gain a barrier equal to 1 of your base life. Oh, the other one's of your maximum life. Okay, so slight difference there. But there are the changes for the Necromancer. I know that Tyrael's Might is not a bad choice for the Necro, so that's a good change as well. But let me know what you guys think about this. I mean, I know there's the Bone Spear build, which is going to benefit from this. Maybe there's something else, a Bone Spirit build. Maybe a Corpse Explosion, I'm not entirely sure. But what are your thoughts on those changes for the Necromancer? Are you underwhelmed by them? Do you think they should make any other changes? For Season 5 especially, let me know in the comments, and like this video if you guys will. I'll be covering the other characters, so check out my channel if you want. And link to this patch notes page in the description of this video. Peace be with you.